St. Michael engages in an epic battle against the Balrog on the Rock of Gibraltar, a scene filled with drama and intensity. As the fierce winds howl around them, the clash between St. Michael and the Balrog rages on, symbolizing the eternal struggle between good and evil. With a decisive strike, St. Michael overcomes the Balrog, marking a legendary victory that echoes through the ages. In the aftermath of the fierce battle, peace returns to the Rock of Gibraltar as St. Michael stands victorious, heralding a new dawn. St. Michael the Archangel bravely confronts a Balrog in an ancient cavern on the Rock of Gibraltar, their epic battle echoing through time. The epic battle unfolds against the backdrop of the imposing Rock of Gibraltar, as ancient soldiers witness the confrontation of good versus evil. The cavern reveals ancient runes that tell the story of heroic battles, while St. Michael focuses on harnessing his strength for the fight against darkness. A blinding light emanates from St. Michael's raised sword, momentarily dazzling the Balrog and illuminating the dark cavern with hope. Archangel St. Michael stands valiantly upon the Rock of Gibraltar, engaged in a fierce duel with the devil, flames erupting around them as they battle for the fate of souls. The battle intensifies against the backdrop of the towering Rock of Gibraltar, as Archangel St. Michael's determination shines through, representing the eternal struggle between light and darkness. With the devil vanquished, Archangel St. Michael raises his sword in triumph, a beacon of hope illuminating the skies over Gibraltar, signifying the victory of good over evil. The epic battle between the Archangel St. Michael and the devil rages on in the cavern of St. Michael, surrounded by the armies of God, and the devil locked in an eternal mortal combat. In a moment of fierce determination, St. Michael strikes at the devil, as the armies of heaven and hell engage in a tumultuous clash, embodying the eternal struggle of good versus evil. As the battle intensifies, the ancient symbols of protection glisten above, and the fallen angels serve as a haunting reminder of the grave consequences of this eternal conflict. St. Michael leads his celestial army in a fierce battle against the forces of darkness, driving the demons into the abyss of Tartarus. With unwavering courage, St. Michael and his heavenly host prepare to deliver the final blow to the evil beings seeking refuge in the depths of Tartarus. In a moment of valor, St. Michael delivers a decisive strike, symbolizing the triumph of good over evil in the eternal struggle. As the battle reaches its climax, St. Michael's sword becomes a beacon of hope, driving the last remnants of darkness out of the cavern and sealing their fate. God commands Archangel St. Michael to lead his army of angels into a climactic battle against the devil and his army of demons. As Archangel St. Michael rallies his troops, the devil readies his dark forces for the fierce confrontation that is about to unfold. A storm brews overhead as the battle begins, with Archangel St. Michael and his angels charging into combat against the dark forces led by the devil. In the heat of battle, Archangel St. Michael stands as a beacon of courage, fiercely defending the realm of light against the relentless onslaught of demons. St. Michael the Archangel leads his heavenly army in a fierce battle against the forces of evil to protect the planet Earth. The celestial army, led by St. Michael, pushes forward with unwavering courage, fighting valiantly against the darkness in a quest for the world's salvation. As the battle rages on, humanity watches in wonder and hope, realizing that the forces of good fight tirelessly for their protection on this sacred planet. St. Michael stands resolute, rallying his heavenly warriors to push back against the encroaching darkness that threatens the earth. Archangel Michael rides fiercely in his fiery chariot, leading the charge against the forces of darkness in a celestial battle for righteousness. The celestial battlefield erupts in a dazzling display as angels unite, their brilliance pushing back the encroaching darkness. With unwavering valor, Archangel Michael stands firm, his radiant sword shining brightly against the dark shadow of the devil. The heavenly host, under Michael's command, descends with fierce unity, each angel striking down their demonic adversaries in a display of divine power. In ancient times, Archangel Saint Seraphim Michael faced the infernal Balrog at the formidable Rock of Gibraltar, showcasing a battle of epic proportions between good and evil. The battle intensifies as Saint Seraphim Michael's sword strikes true, casting a blinding light that pierces the shadows, while the Balrog retaliates with its fiery wrath. With a triumphant roar, Saint Seraphim Michael stands victorious, his sword raised high against the backdrop of a new dawn, signifying the triumph of light over darkness. Archangel Michael stands valiantly at the forefront, leading his heavenly army to construct the immortal city of Elysium, all while battling against the chaos unleashed by the devil and his dark forces. The city of Elysium emerges in grandeur, reflecting hope and purity in stark contrast to the dark forces unleashed by the devil's army, while Archangel Michael inspires courage among his warriors. With unwavering determination, Archangel Michael readies himself for the ensuing conflict, embodying hope and strength as angels diligently continue their sacred task of building Elysium amidst the looming threat of darkness. Saint Michael leads God's army of angels back to the immortal city of Elysium, their wings glistening as they ascend towards the heavens, while the shadows of the devil loom beneath, constructing the sinister city of the dead. The angels soar closer to Elysium, filled with hope and purpose, while the devil's ominous laughter echoes underground, signaling the relentless construction of his dreadful realm. With a triumphant cry, Saint Michael inspires his angels to gather their strength, while below, the devil's legions work in unison to forge a realm where darkness reigns eternal.